There is something happening in the heavenly realm right now, and it has your name on it. This is not for everyone. This is not a general message. This is a summons, and it singles you out. There is a shift forming around your life, and the clock is already ticking. You are standing closer to a breakthrough than you realize, but there is a danger you have not noticed. While everyone else is moving through their day like nothing is changing, heaven has placed a spotlight on you. There is a moment approaching that will not wait, a moment that won't come twice. And if you miss it, something meant for your life will remain unopened. This is your warning.
When hope starts slipping out of a person's heart, their destiny doesn't explode in some dramatic way. It fades quietly, slowly, without anyone noticing. That's the danger you are standing in front of right now. And heaven will not stay silent about it. You are not reading this with the crowd. You are reading this because you have been marked for something that requires your attention before it's too late. The Father is calling you out of the line everyone else is standing in. There is a door prepared only for you, and time is pressing against it. Don't scroll, don't look away. Doesn't assume this is just more words. Something in your spirit knows this moment is different, and if you ignore it, you will feel the loss. What comes next is not for everyone. It's for the one who refuses to step back now. So are you still here? Because the real message begins in the next breath. The moment you have been waiting for is not somewhere out in the distance. It has already begun, and heaven has been aware of something about you that you haven't seen yet. While you have been judging yourself by how tired you feel, how long you have waited, and how little seems to be changing, heaven has been looking at a completely different truth. There is something stitched into your identity that you have not fully recognized. You have been carrying glory without realizing it. You thought you were struggling because you are weak. The real reason is far different. You are targeted because you are marked. You are fought because you are chosen. The battles you faced were not proof of abandonment. They were confirmation of assignment. Heaven didn't overlook you. Heaven protected you because there is a calling on your life that carries weight in the spiritual realm. You have assumed that your delays meant denial. Heaven sees those delays as preparation. There is a strength forming in you that could only come through pressure. You are not being crushed. You are being saved. You are not being ignored. You are being set apart. What looked like isolation was actually elevation in disguise. There is something heaven knows about you. You are not ordinary. You are never meant to blend into the background. You are never meant to live a small story. You are designed to carry a level of glory that cannot rest on everyone. This is why the journey has felt heavier than what others around you experienced. You have been walking with a destiny that requires more capacity, more resilience, and more depth. Heaven has seen the moments you doubted your worth, the moments you questioned your purpose, the moments you wonder if you are falling behind. What you didn't know is that your name has been spoken in the throne room. Assignments have been made concerning your future. There are things being arranged for you that you have not even imagined. The Father has seen what you cannot see. He sees a calling that didn't disappear just because you felt tired. He sees a purpose that didn't diminish just because life got heavy. He sees a glory forming in you that is stronger than every failure, every setback, and every disappointment. Here is the revelation. You are not standing at the end. You are standing at the unveiling. The version of you that heaven has been shaping is about to emerge. The identity you thought was lost is actually just the beginning. You have been called, you have been marked, you have been chosen to reveal something divine, and you need to take it seriously. When hope drains out of your heart, something dangerous happens. You don't just feel tired, you don't just feel numb. You silently step away from the place where my glory was meant to bloom in your life. A lack of hope doesn't just make you sad. It closes doors you are born to walk through. It keeps up standing outside the very garden I prepared for you. A garden filled with breakthrough, restorations, and divine flavor. Hope is not a small thing. Hope is the doorway. Without it, you stand on the outside looking at the life I intended you to live. Don't let your circumstances convince you that I have forgotten you. Do not let the situation around you dictate who you are becoming. And do not let the opinions of people silence the fire I have planted inside you. The world may speak against you. People may underestimate you. Some may mock your faith or your dreams. But hear me, their voices do not define your destiny. Father says that only when I awaken your spirit, only when I ignite the spark inside you, can you finally see yourself the way I see you. And once you see through my eyes, everything changes. You stop seeing someone broken. You stop being someone behind. You stop seeing someone who keep losing. Instead, you begin to recognize the truth. You are chosen. You are set apart. You are designed to carry my glory in a way others cannot. My plan is not small. I didn't create you to simply survive the life. I created you to reveal something divine. I intended for you to become a living display of my glory. Not eventually, not someday in the distant future. I am talking about your life now. I am talking about the very places where you feel weak, confused, or stuck. You look at those areas and see failure. I look at them and see the perfect stage of my power. You think your story is falling apart, but I am shaping it into a testimony. You think you have been left behind, but I am preparing you to step forward in a way that will shock everyone who counted you out. Allow me to shine through you, not just in the moment when you feel strong, but in the moments when you feel like you have nothing left. My glory doesn't depend on your perfection. My glory flows through surrender. When you stop trying to control everything, when you stop allowing fear to dictate your choices, when you stop believing the lie that you are alone, that's when my light floods in. The Father says that hope is not pretending everything is perfect. Hope is trusting that I am moving even when your eyes cannot see it. Hope is choosing to believe that I am still writing your story even when the page looks empty. There have been days when you felt invisible. Days when you wonder if your prayers even mattered. You ask yourself why your breakthrough has taken so long. You question whether the promise was real. You carried pain that no one else knew about. But listen closely, none of it has been wasted. I saw every tear. I heard every quiet cry in the night. I watched you keep going when your strength was almost gone. You thought you were barely surviving, but in those moments, I was shaping you, molding you, preparing you. You are being formed in the fire so that my glory could rest on you without breaking you. You may not understand the process, but trust the intention. I am not trying to punish you. I am trying to reveal you. I am bringing forth a version of you that is stronger, wiser, and more radiant than anything you imagined. The Father says that you are never meant to blend in. You are never meant to be ordinary. There is a reason the battles in your life have been intense. There is a reason the waiting has been long. There is a reason the enemy targeted your hope. He knows that when hope dies, destiny freezes. But when hope rises, glory begins. This is why I am calling you to hope again. Not in people, not in circumstances, not in your own strength. Hope in me. Hope in the one who sees the beginning and the end. Hope in the one who knows every detail of your story and has already gone before you to make a way. Hope is the soil where my glory takes root. When you allow hope to live in your heart, you give me permission to move. So don't shrink back because of fear. Do not dim your light to make others comfortable. Do not lower your expectations just because life has been hard. You are not done. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. The Father says that I am placing my light in you so that you can carry it into the dark places. I am raising you up to show the world that my glory looks like on a life that refuses to quit. Your story will not end in disappointment. Your journey will not end in defeat. I am preparing to reveal something through you that will leave others speechless. Listen closely because this is the moment everything turns. The Father is not speaking about a distant future or a someday blessing. The shift has already started. What felt stalled, silent and delayed is now moving. What was blocked is opening. What was empty is being filled. In the unseen realm, the order has changed. The season you were in is closing and a new one is activating. The struggle that tried to define you is losing its grip. The weight that sat on your spirit is lifting. You are stepping out of the waiting phase and into the unfolding phase. It's not symbolic, it's literal. A countdown has begun over your life. In the next 7 days, you will notice the first clear sign that the tides had turned. A conversation, an opportunity, a release of pressure, a sudden clarity. Something will shift that confirms heaven has moved on your behalf. And it will not stop with one sign. Once the first door opens, momentum will follow. What used to take months will happen in moments. What used to drain you will begin to strengthen you. The Father is reversing the directions of your life. Loss turns into restorations, delay turns into acceleration, silence turns into answers. Right now, even as you take in these words, heaven is rearranging circumstances around your name. Angels are positioning resources and relationships. The path that felt blocked is clearing. The ground beneath you is changing. You are crossing from survival into rise. You are not returning to the old chapter. You are stepping into the chapter that was always meant to reveal your glory. This shift is active. It's live. It has already begun. There is nothing back from this moment. Listen closely. Father says there are distinct signs that will begin to unfold as hope rises in you again. They are not random. These are markers of the glory that is about to break through the places where you once felt empty. Within a short window, there will be an unusual opportunity connected to money. It may look small at first, a call, a message, a recommendation, an approval, a shift in favor, but will not be something you chased. It will come to you. The Father says this is the first indication that doors you thought were locked are beginning to open. Someone who drained your hope through criticism, silence, or disrespect will begin to fade out of your life without conflict. Don't fight it. At the same time, someone you never expected to reconnect with or someone new aligned with your purpose will step in with encouragement and clarity. Father says this is proof that He is rearranging the circle around your destiny. Before anything shifts physically, you will feel a quiet but undeniable lightness in your body, like a weight dropping off your chest or a breath you didn't know you were holding finally releasing. Father says this is not emotional coincidence. This is the first touch of restoration. Hope beginning to heal what exhaustion tried to destroy. There will be a moment, even in the middle of an ordinary day, where confusion breaks, a solution, an idea, or a direction that once felt impossible will click into place. Father says this flash of clarity is a sign that He is illuminating your path and pulling you out of the shadow where doubt tried to blind you. You will hear, read, or see something in the coming days that speaks directly to what you have been praying about. So specific that it will feel like a direct response. Father says this is not coincidence. It's heaven confirming that your story is not stalled. It's being activated. These signs are not random blessings. They are indicators that hope is opening the garden again. They are evidence that glory is beginning to move through your life. Not someday, but now. Father says, watch for the signs because they are proof that you were never forgotten and your breakthrough is already in motion. So pay attention. As these signs begin to surface, they are not just meant to comfort you. They are calling you to respond. They are heaven's way of saying, step forward, participate in what I am releasing, because what comes next requires your voice, your agreement, and your action. Listen closely. What happens next is not automatic. Heaven is moving, but you must respond. The Father said this is partnership movement. These instructions are simple, but they carry weight in the spirit. Father says, open your mouth and speak hope. Right where you are, whisper this, I choose to hope again. When you speak it, you break the agreement you made with fear and disappointment. This is how doorway opens. Think of one burden that has been draining your strength. The thing that has made you feel stuck. Surrender it to God right now. Say, Father, I give this to you. When you let go, His glory fills the space you are holding tight. And now do one simple act of faith. Comment, hope lives in me. This is your declaration to heaven that you are stepping back into the garden prepared for you. It's how you say yes to the glory raising in your life. These steps are small in the natural but powerful in the spiritual. They are your signal that you are no longer standing outside. You are stepping in. These steps are small in the natural but powerful in the spiritual. They are your signal that you are no longer standing outside. You are stepping in, and you need to know when others took this same step, something began to happen. Stories started to change, doors began to open, and what comes next was proof. You are not the first person heaven has spoken to like this, and you will not be the first to see the evidence. When hope rises, glory moves, and there are real life that proves it. There was someone who felt completely disqualified, weeks of silence, door closed, nothing worked. The moment they chose to hope again, a phone call came that reopened an opportunity they thought was gone forever. What looked dead was restored. That was not coincidence, that was glory responding to hope. Another one had been waiting for years, feeling invisible and overlooked. They were whispered one simple declaration, I choose to hope again. And within days, a relationship that had been broken suddenly softened. A conversation happened that healed what pain had separated. Hope opened the garden and restorations walked in. And there was someone who thought their story was finished. Financial pressure, fear, no way forward. But the moment they stopped agreeing with defeat and opened their heart again, provisions arrived from an unexpected source. Not luck, not chance, a sign, a marker, proof that heaven had already set the breakthrough in motion. Each testimony carried the same pattern. Hope awakened, the atmosphere shifted, and glory moved. Not months later, not someday in the distance. It began immediately. These stories are not here to impress you. They are here to show you one thing. When hope returns, destiny unlocks. If it happened for them, it can happen for you. The Father is not finished. The same glory that touched their lives is already moving towards you. Your testimony is not a question, it is a matter of time. And the time has already begun. And now, with faith awakened and hope alive again, you are ready for what comes next, because heaven is prepared to place a blessing over your life that seals everything spoken. Lift your heart for a moment. Slow your breathing, because what's about to be spoken over is not motivation, it's not poetry, it's a decree. Heaven is sealing what has been released, and this blessings is being spoken directly into the core of your identity, your future, and the pages of your destiny that have not yet unfolded. Father says this over you now. You haven't been fighting for a blessing. You have been fighting because you are blessed. The favors on your life was never pending. It has been active since the moment I formed you. And now that hope has risen again, my glory is free to move in places that once felt locked, empty, and silent. This is a holy moment. Heaven has leaned in. The wall that surrounded your hope was never about what you lost. It's about what you were born to carry. And now, as you step into this new chapter, Father releases a blessing that marks the end of delay, the end of shame, and the end of smallness, and the end of silent suffering. Hear this clearly. From this moment forward, you are blessed with clarity. The confusion that clouded your decision, the fog that made you second guess yourself, the looping thoughts that kept you stuck in doubt, those chains break today, and the Father places clarity in your spirit. Clear directions, clear step, clear knowing. You will wake up with a sense of guidance you did not have before. You will know where to step. You will know what to release. You will know what you are becoming. You are blessed with strength, not that kind that comes from forcing yourself to push through, but the kind that rises from peace. A strength that doesn't tremble under pressure, a strength that doesn't collapse under fear, a strength that feels steady, grounded, and unshakable. The Father says you will not leave exhausted, you will not leave drained, you will not leave bracing for the next disappointment. Strength is setting into your bones, your mind, your spirit. You are blessed with restoration. What was taken, what was wasted, what was broken, what was delayed, none of it is beyond my reach. Restoration begins now. Rest in your emotion, rest in your relationship, rest in your finances, rest in your identity. I restore what the enemy touched, not partially, but completely. You are blessed with favor that speaks louder than criticism, favor that cancels out every voice that doubted you, Favor that moves you into the rooms you never thought you could enter. Favor that opens doors you could never force open. You will not beg for opportunity. Opportunities will begin to call your name. Father says the season of being overlooked is finished. You are blessed with divine alignment. Wrong people will fall away without drama. The right people will enter without confusion. Connection will form that carry purpose, growth, and destiny. Relationship that drain you will fade. Relationship that build you will appear. The Father Himself is arranging this alignment. You are blessed with a future that doesn't mirror your past. The cycle that kept repeating and broken. The pattern that made you feel trapped and destroyed. You will not live in the circles. You will live in forward motion. You will rise. And then the Father speaks the final blessing. I placed my glory upon you, not as a concept, as a reality. Your life will shine with purpose. Your presence will carry weight in the spirit. Darkness will retreat when you walk into the room. You are marked, you are chosen, you are mine. Let this settle in you. The blessing is not fragile. It cannot be undone by fear. It cannot be reversed by people. It cannot be cancelled by your past. What heaven seals, earth cannot sabotage. And now the Father gives a final command. Stand in the blessings. Do not shrink. Do not apologize for rising. Do not dim your light to make others comfortable. Walk with your head lifted because glory is resting on your life. To seal this moment, to anchor this blessing in your spirit, to mark this as the turning point in your story, take one simple action. Type, my hope is alive in the comments. This is not a slogan. This is your seal. Then, when you declare it, you agree with the heaven. You tell fear that it no longer has authority over you. You tell the past that it no longer controls your future. You tell the enemy that the battle is over. Type it boldly. Type it with conviction. Type it as your first step in the new chapter. Your blessing is active. Your shift is real and your hope is alive. And your breakthrough begins now.